said I got to say something, baby, hand me the mic. I said I got to say something, better hand me the mic. Somebody hand me a mic, cause I got to say something, so just hand me a mic. When I need to say something, better hand me the mic. I said I got to say something, better hand me the mic.
How bad is it? Like, is it really kryptonite to podcasting to eat takeaway food whilst doing a podcast?
What, a takeaway coming?
Yeah, Southpaw could sort it out.
Well, mate,
Can you sort that out, Southpaw?
We're in the middle of nowhere. It'll be done by the time.
No. Southpaw, try and go on Just Eat. And whilst we're talking away, because we've got things to touch on. Whilst we're talking away,
Just Eat?
Order us a big massive pizza.
Is it?
To here.
Is that what you're after? Do you want something semi-healthy? I know what you're like, mate. Do you know what
well, get chicken kebab then.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if I'm on a bit of a health kick, mate. So if you're gonna order, like,
I mean, you can't get a kebab, not get done on me, can you?
No, and garlic sauce.
Yeah, so
and chips.
I get the garlic. Get all
three
that,
chicken
cheesy
kebabs.
chips.
Get 3 chicken kebabs. Get 3 doner meats. And 3 garlic sauces.
I don't want a doner meat, me, mate.
Well, me and Ben will share yours.
Wait, you actually want me to go and sort this?
Say that again, mate.
You actually want me to sort you?
Yeah. I want you to sort that. Yeah.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Right,
Look. It's live content created.
It's Christmas, isn't it?
So do it, Southpaw, and make it come quick, and we'll eat it on.
I hate it when he does this. When he's just like, sort it. It's gonna.
Where from though? Catterick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Gonna have a look. You sort that out with yourself, Paul, whilst we're talking.
Keep asking me, you're just gonna wait, and then when it arrives, you're like, oh fucking hell, no way, we ordered the kebab.
Yeah.
But if it's not here by the time we're done, you're in trouble.
I mean, look, it's a bad takeaway. This will probably roll for what, an hour and 20, hour and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be honest, it
will come whilst we're talking, and at the end, we're going to be eating doner meat and garlic sauce. Has anybody ever done that on a podcast?
No, I don't think so, mate.
I think they will have, mate.
Well, I've never seen
half
it.
of the listeners won't even know what doner is.
No.
Do you actually know what doner is?
There's literally one place.
I do not want to know what doner is.
What do you think it is?
Like assholes of dogs.
Right.
A combination of pigs' toenails,
Yeah.
dogs' bumholes,
Yeah.
and cows' tumours.
You're right. Not really.
You obviously you both want salad, yeah?
What for?
I don't need salad.
No, fam.
No,
don't be silly. No.
Okay,
Just
mate.
make sure you get garlic though, yeah?
Yeah, garlic. Yeah.
Intestines, apparently.
Really?
But it's not fully accurate. Because
Right.
I actually had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. While you do, like, can you fact check it as well, mate?
Yeah,
there's a
I'll
hair
do.
on it.
You know what? I'll order and I'll fact check. Go on. What do you want? What do you need?
What's in doner meat? Because, see, I thought it was intestines.
I think it's like a wide range of meats, isn't it?
Do you know what I heard about doner meat?
What?
So I have done a little bit of searching on this. Because there's been a bit of a renaissance in my love for doner meat recently.
There you go. That's what's in doner meat.
Yeah, but little disclaimer here, and this is what I've learned. My knowledge is adding to this. Doner meat from Turkey, where it comes from, like, or some shit like that, like where it's actually from,
Yeah.
is different. I think I got hair on my face. Is different to what we get from, let's say, our takeaway.
Probably.
Like the quality is absolute, dog poo, basically, what we get from the takeaway. But if you go to somewhere, for example, like Turkey, and get real doner meat, like, that's probably what it is, like majority meat. But we're probably just getting leftovers from.
What are you doing? There's nothing on your face.
It's tripping me out.
No, there's not there.
I feel like there's a hair in my mouth. I can't feel it.
No, it's not. We're rolling, yeah? Just.
Are we rolling, Jack?
We're rolling, mate. You're just talking all kebabs in the world.
Yeah,
eh?
I know. I've never had a doner meat anywhere else apart from Northeast. No, UK. I had it different places.
Me too. You shouldn't like it. I think it's got a bad stigma, but look.
I love it.
I think it's delicious.
It's fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't really mind what it is. Whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not one of them who cares what's in it anyway.
No, I'm
Do you know
not
what I
really.
mean?
Would you try dog?
Yes.
I would.
Like, no, right.
I disagree with
Obviously,
it.
I disagree with it massively. But if someone put something in front of me and said, right, there's some chicken breast, I'd be like, cool, tried it. Like, oh, this is fantastic. Where's this chicken from? Dog. Oh, okay. Probably won't have it again. But
No. Let me word another scenario to you, right? Let's say you went to
China.
Is that where it's from?
What, dogs?
No, Korea, innit? Let's say you went to Korea,
Right.
South Korea,
Yeah.
on a holiday, a trip,
Yeah.
right? And let's say you were walking through the tourist bit at night, all the lights, having a great time, you and Tabby, and you came across a burger van in the street, like a stand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the stand that just sells bits of
yeah.
food? And it said, dog, right? And this is dog. You can't see the dogs. All you can see is what looks like meat getting fried.
Right. Yeah.
And you go, and you smell, and you're like, it smells delicious, right?
Yeah.
Would you try it? I would.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If I'm there, I probably would.
I would say this is horrendous, but I've got to say I've tried it.
I wouldn't tell people. Maybe, like, definitely not on socials, as we do in
I
the
would.
But is that actually a thing? Like, do they actually advertise as dog?
I don't think they're disguising it. I think they're pretty open about eating dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a delicacy in their countries. Isn't it Southpaw?
What, Korea?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
So-
yeah, massively. Yeah. It's
Google. Let's have a Google image on
Fried dog.
like a dog meat burger van.
No,
Korea.
Yeah.
A Korean dog meat burger van.
I wouldn't.
Image. Have a look.
So I would only have a.
Let's have a bit.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
No,
don't, no,
stop.
no,
Oh,
stop.
no.
That isn't what I thought I was
Oh,
going to
that's awful. No.
Yeah, mate, it's a real thing. And
Oh
it's,
no, the poor animals.
You really like. I'm. Yeah.
Why can't-
let's pull that off.
Oh, that put me off of the full episode now. I'm done.
see. Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
I would eat the dog I don't like. Like, I'll have a Rottweiler, maybe, or Pitbull. I'm not that keen on them, you know what I mean?
We
Why don't
talked
you-
about this, didn't we?
They're scary dogs.
what's that?
Like, I wouldn't have a.
No, we talked about what dogs you like if you had to eat a dog, and you. What were you saying? Golden Retriever dog.
Oh, of course. Yeah, golden retriever.
I know, mate.
You'd have a golden retriever. That's cute, mate.
Well,
It probably tastes nice though. You can.
did I say that? I'm not sure that was the dog I went with.
No, you said that's the
Hardest one to eat.
No, you said that's the dog you go for because the fat to
The ratio.
muscle ratio is going to be bang on.
Yeah, I suppose.
I get that. Yeah, I wouldn't have like a cute dog. You know what I mean? Like my dog, like my Cavapoo. I wouldn't eat one of them.
No.
Oh, poor Daisy.
Yeah, you've got to look at it, from a perspective of meat, I guess.
Cuteness, yeah.
If it's too lean,
Yeah.
like a ripped up American bulldog, it's just going to be like venison, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Probably.
too lean. And I like a ribeye steak personally. It's my steak of choice,
Right.
and it's got a bit of fat on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I probably need a bit of a fat dog. You know what I mean?
Speaking of steaks, have you seen? I was reading about this. There's a steak that apparently is 21 grand.
What?
One steak, right?
Right.
But the cows, like, they get massaged every day, legit. So they don't get stressed out because apparently if the cow gets stressed out, obviously it affects how good the meat is.
That's a thing, is it?
Apparently, like I can't remember. Was it Singapore? I don't even know how you would Google this. Like,
Yeah, I've just tried to find it there.
but apparently, like, it's got such a life. The coffee wrong.
It's ramble like coffee, mate, honestly.
Yeah. Like,
It's Southpaw? What's the world's most expensive steak?
yeah, Google that because obviously it will be that. It will be something where they get proper looked after and they're not allowed to get.
I bet it's in Japan. Sorry to interrupt.
I thought it was Singapore.
I bet it's Tokyo, and I bet it's type of Wagyu.
It will be a type of Wagyu, won't it?
yeah, it is by the looks of things here. So, from what I can see, you've got it's all this Kobe A5 beef.
Yeah,
and
Kobe beef. Yeah, that's the one.
What is that? Kobe beef. I've never heard of it before.
That's the one I was on about. I
So
think.
yeah, this
What?
one in particular. So I think
Hang on. Whoa. Strip steak, 20. So hang on.
you get £20 to be fair.
How heavy is 20 pounds?
Not much, mate.
Tell me in kilos and then,
Like, how many pounds are in a stone?
bro, I don't know any of that.
14, in it?
You talk to me in kilograms and I'll tell you.
It's 14 stone in a 14 pound in a stone, right?
Yeah, £14 in a
So
stone.
you're getting just under
over.
1.5 stones of meat.
Yeah, it's
That's
not-
quite a lot of meat. But still, for $3,000.
Do us
I
a
want
favour.
a
Google
cows.
Google that alive. Type alive after it. I want to see what. No.
That's most expensive.
Yeah, I want to see what the cow looks like. Cow alive.
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 Cow alive. Yeah, there you go. That's a big old sexy looking cow, isn't it?
It is like.
I mean, still.
Yeah, so their life is better than yours. You know that for a fact.
Yeah, but you're not like living to be slaughtered, are you?
No, but they don't feel any pain ever. Apparently, because the stress has something to do with it and all that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have heard that, to be fair.
What, they don't feel pain? That sounds like some kind of propaganda that like people who make meat tell you.
No, but apparently, obviously, they spend their whole life without having any stress, so it doesn't affect the quality of the meat. I'm sure when they kill him,
Right.
they won't let them get stressed. Otherwise, the whole...
Have you seen that steak? There's actually more fat than meat.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never tried a Wagyu steak before.
No, I never.
Have you, Southpaw?
I've tried a Wagyu burger at Tomahawk, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
And it just tasted normal.
It tastes like a burger.
Now it's special.
So funny story. I went to... I was on holiday last year in Romania. And we went to like a steakhouse.
Right.
Nothing special. Well, it was nice, but I didn't think anything of it. And I was like, it's a holiday, I'll treat myself. And I said, right, I'll go. I never do this, but I said, I'll go for the most expensive thing on the menu, steak-wise. So it was like 80 quid, which is a lot of money, right? So the guy comes over, it's like, do you want to have this steak? I said, yeah, go for it. And he was like, okay, you are aware it's sharing for two. I was like, I'm hungry, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then seconds before I said, go ahead, I said, hang on, look again. And then I looked, it was 80 quid per 100 grams, right? And that steak was 800 or nearly a kilo.
Right.
So I nearly spent £600 or whatever on a steak.
I feel you, brother, because I've done exactly the same thing.
Have you actually? But I didn't pay for it because I didn't go ahead, but I bet you did.
No, mine was similar thing. Went to a fancy seafood restaurant many years ago in Menorca.
Right.
Really fancy looking. Last night of a holiday and decided I wanted lobster. Right?
Yeah.
Similar thing to you. Seen the price, thought, oh, that's a bit pricey. Didn't know that was per weight. And yeah, and as we'd made the order, the person I was with figured out what had gone on. Quickly Googling stuff, and we'd worked out that like we were probably about to sink 700 quid. So we got up and walked off.
No.
Yeah, we just yeah, we disappeared.
One of them.
Very embarrassing. Yeah. Very embarrassing.
I respect it.
Yeah. I hope they didn't start cooking
I was going to say, I hope they didn't cook it because...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tell you what, I've got an update for you.
Oh.
Excuse me. So tonight, I was speaking to my dad.
Right.
And my dad said, guess who came up at the weekend? That means who came up to visit.
Your auntie.
And immediately, as soon as he said it, my heart turned. Because I haven't had the conversation with my dad.
So this is your dad's sister? Right. Okay.
And I went, who? You know, knowing what was coming.
Yeah.
And he said it was and he said her name.
Right.
And I was like, right. And he said, he started giggling and I was like, all right, okay. So I know where this is going. And I was thinking like this is it, I'm over. Like, this is it. This is when world ends. And to be fair, there isn't a massive climax to the story. He said, obviously he didn't know about this. And he said, oh, I've said it. Bleep that, Johnny. And he said that Beep had said to him, your Dan sent me a nice picture.
Right.
And he'd said, right, go on. And then she'd explained the mistake that I'd made.
Mistake.
Yeah. And she, two things. One, she hasn't told anybody else, which I respect and I appreciate.
Right.
She did say, and I thought about this on the way up, actually. She said to my dad, and this is
respect the game.
Yeah, so this is coming from my dad, this information. Yeah. She said you must have noticed that you'd sent it to her because you deleted it. And I was like, oh yeah, like obviously when I did, yeah. Anyway, blah blah blah. And I'm driving up here tonight to this podcast, and I thought, that means she went back and had a second look. Do you know what I mean? Because if she clocked it the first time and then went back and said I've deleted it, she's gone back for a second look. Just saying, anti-internet, like, you know.
Okay, so you're going from an angle, oh, look at me, look at whatever. I'm going from the angle, she laughed so hard and wanted to show the people, like, look what this idiot just done and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
That's the angle I'll go for.
Yeah, look, I know what really happened,
Yeah.
but the cat's out the bag, like, so.
Did she not say anything about the voice note?
No, that wasn't reported.
No.
I think the picture was the bigger shock. I mean, the voice note was just an apology, wasn't it? I can't remember. What did you
it
say?
was.
Yeah, it was actually, but I thought
We were just screaming in the background.
I thought us in the background just like made it like a little bit.
Yeah. My plan was that I was just never going to see her again. That was my plan. But yeah.
Well, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, but the day will come, I think. The day will come. Look, it's all a good jest, you know, it's all jokes, isn't it? You know?
You have to see it like that, otherwise, you know.
Yeah. Whatever, innit? It's one of them.
It's one, isn't it? That kebab's on the way, yeah?
Is it though? Is it?
Is it actually?
Did it give you a time?
No. What's the rating of this takeaway like?
To be fair, mate, there was only one option where we're situated.
Fantastic.
It'll be horrendous.
Yeah, you probably will be on it.
And it's-
£34.15 that cost us.
Oh, did it? Oh, nice.
Yeah, and to be fair, we got a free garlic bread with tomato, and I had to get you an extra portion of doner meat. So
Loved.
Free garlic bread with tomato?
yeah, but I added mozzarella cheese. Don't worry.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, like you can get tomato garlic breads, mate.
Can you?
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Tomato garlic bread.
Yeah, it's like tomatoey garlic, and then they just put it on top of like a plain pizza.
I
They
don't
they must be trying to shift it. I don't know.
I don't understand in my head.
I'll throw it up, mate.
Tomato garlic bread.
It's a real thing. I'm not just making up,
Just
mate.
welcome into Ben.
Yeah.
Never mind they, them. Do you know what I
I
mean?
know.
What's this?
This is something new.
Yeah. Tomato garlic bread.
I love garlic bread.
Yeah.
I'm not that keen, you know.
You've just not had good garlic bread.
Yeah, that's it, mate. You never had like
It
this?
looks like a pizza that hasn't
Also
been
like a
finished.
margarita.
Yeah, so there was no cheese on it, so I made sure to add some mozzarella.
Oh, I see.
So
Also,
what you've ordered is a margarita pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no. 100%.
Basically, yeah.
A garlicky margarita
Yeah.
pizza.
I don't respect, sorry, I said it. I don't respect people who have a margarita people, Joe. Like you go,
The margarita people.
Yeah.
imagine going out for food, right? To get
Yeah,
pizza. It's like, oh,
I agree.
I'll have a margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weak man's pizza, isn't
Isn't
it?
it, Joe?
I know people that order margaritas.
Same,
They're people. Yeah, God bless Joe. But they're obviously Joe's one of them people that's got like a particular palate.
Yeah.
Like the guy we work with won't have his beans with his chips.
Like touching.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
One of them.
They're the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
Has to have it separate.
Interesting.
I love beans mixed up with chips.
So do you want to hear something rank? Well, I like it. Like if I have beans on toast, yeah? Like I'll put like mayo and ketchup on top.
Oh, no.
Mayo
Yeah.
on beans on toast.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say cheese. I was like, that's not rank, but...
No, I'll put cheese as well. Like I'll have yeah, it's a diabolical like
That's a mess,
bomb.
mate.
It's just a mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The messier my plate looks, the better taste.
Like slop.
Literally.
Basically
And
slop.
I don't mind.
No?
It's me. It's who I am, and I won't change.
When was the last time you had beans on toast?
Oh, bro, like every time Tabby's out, and
Honestly,
honestly,
you knock up.
yeah, like my go-to because I can't bother to cook. Like
Who can?
I know, like I actually really enjoy cooking. I just can't be bothered, and the mess.
Yeah.
Like so, and I'm one of them. I'll cook and clean after I'm done, and I can't be bothered. Tabby will cook, clean, like wash up. She does it at the same time. So by the time the food's ready, place tidy. I can't do that. I just can't, my brain don't work like that.
You know, some people like Southpaw tell us that they get a lot of pride out of cooking. They
Yeah.
really enjoy the cooking process
yeah.
and eating it.
I do.
Yeah,
I
like-
do not get that.
Do you know?
No, I'm not a
Really?
good cook for starters, but I've tried things. You know, we've all done the thing of we've got
Recipe
YouTube
and
something, got a
yeah.
recipe. I have cooked before. You know, you can't really fail if you follow an instruction.
No.
You just do what it says. But hand on heart, I get absolutely nothing out of it. And at the end, I always think that took X amount of time, that much cleaning up, the house stinks, I stink, my fingernails have bits of food in them from the
Yeah.
next day. It cost probably more than the takeaway to do
Yeah.
because you had to buy this, that, and the other. All of which you only used a piece of.
Yeah.
So now you've got these 3 spices like oregano and this, that, and the other. And you think, where the fuck am I going to use oregano again?
Yeah.
You know, you bought a big block of butter, which you've used a piece of.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the rest of the butter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pint of milk and you've used... No, man, it's not for me.
No.
It's not for me.
I thought you were getting good. I thought you were getting into this cooking world.
There's a difference between what I'm doing and cooking. I'm getting to save money, and to be honest, it's not really saving that much money. But I'll go to the supermarket, and instead of ordering a parmo, right, for 15 quid,
Yeah.
I'll buy the chicken, free-range chicken bits and pieces, buy the cheese, put that on, and then make my own version of it.
Right.
So it's not got the breadcrumbs on.
Right.
It's probably saving me about 2 quid, which I'm spending in petrol going. Do you know what I mean?
And reality is, it don't taste as good.
The cost doesn't taste as good,
You know
no.
what I mean?
No.
You know what? I get it, yeah. I understand what you're saying. Like,
It's more the fact that like everything's came together. It's all at a good temperature. Everyone's happy to be eating it. They're all like, "Oh, thanks, Louis." And then you're out there because obviously I still live with my parents. You're out with the clean up duty. You've done all the cooking, but I'm quite
true.
good to be fair. I'm a cleaner and cooker at the same time, so I'll be cooking, leaving stuff away, and I'll clean at the same time. But
so you do nothing.
yeah, it's quite rewarding. But I think everybody has one dish personally. What's your one dish?
Thai curry.
Let's just say if everybody's going to come over, a family meal, you have to cook.
Red Thai
What's
curry.
Red Thai curry. Talk us through it.
I have the recipe, I follow it down to a T.
Yeah.
And I'm also one of them. So I'll cook and Tabby's like, oh, I need more salt. She'll add more salt. I'm like, nah, not in my food. Like, if the recipe says 200 grams of salt, 200 grams of salt. I'm that kind of guy. I
Right.
won't taste it and be like, ooh, this needs more.
That's because you got tism in it.
Yeah, probably.
That's what that is.
Yeah, yeah. But Tabby's like, again, it makes no sense. We'll have nothing in the house. She's like, oh, I'll find some, I'll make. And then she'll have a full meal from nothing. I'm like,
Yeah, I do admire people that
Yeah,
can do
oh,
that.
I love
That
it.
can just open the cupboard and
Yeah,
make a
yeah,
meal
yeah.
out of what's there.
yeah. And
really
she's like,
impressive.
can I make a dessert? I'm like, yeah. In like 10 minutes, she'll have a banana bread and it's the best banana bread I've ever had. I'm like, makes no sense. Like, where's this coming from? So I'm blessed. Do you know
I
what
guarantee you people couldn't make a meal out of what's in my cupboards.
Probably not.
No.
I can't even. I bet you have like 5-year-old oregano.
I have about 100 bottles of spices that I've bought over the years.
Yeah.
Whole cupboards full of spices, which I've used once
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
So that's it. You might find some macadamia nuts, some
Some what?
macadamia nuts.
What's a macadamia nut?
It's a type of nut. And you'll find loads of bottles of Magnum, you know, that Jamaican drink.
The beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
love a Magnum.
It's a little like tonic wine. Loads
Yeah,
of them.
the-
They've
It
been in
tastes
my-
like red wine, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bit sweeter.
It's got a yellow background, no?
Yeah,
On the
yeah,
bottle.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
been in my cupboard for years. Probably out of date. I don't know.
I used to have it when I worked at a Caribbean place.
Did you? Do you drink it?
Well,
It's meant
I
to give you
tried
the. It's meant to give you the horn, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a Viagra drink.
Oh
Apparently.
no, that's not what I'm on about at all.
This stuff is flawless. I used to drink it at uni all the time. It's about £3.50 a bottle, and after one or two of them, you're flying.
Oh, you're flying.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, mate.
Isn't it a Magnum beer though?
There's literally 200 mil,
Magnet.
but it's 200 mil. But like, we used to sneak them into clubs and everything. We once got a table in Manchester, and like all the lads had snuck about 2 or 3 Magnums in each, and we just put all these Magnum like in the ice bucket, and it's cool as fuck, mate.
It's quite a.
You had to be there.
Yeah, I guess you had to be there, man.
It's quite a potent drink, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's whack shit.
You
Like,
know you're drinking it.
It looks rough as out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I swear it's like the so-called Mandem drink. You know what I mean?
Mandem.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
out
it's
the
because
Mandem.
it's typical Jamaican. You
Yeah.
know, so anyone who thinks they're Rastafari, man,
Yeah, man.
they'll be on the Magnums.
That's cool. I might go and just try.
I
Does
really-
it actually taste nice though?
I'd
No.
recommend it because it's sort of a different sort of drunk, innit? I don't know.
It's a pissy drunk.
Yeah, I like them.
We once ordered loads of them in the office, and a lad who we work with sank a few of them and was writ off,
Right.
proper writ off. Yeah, in the office.
What's that? $7.5 grand?
Huh?
Louis. Oh, that's something else, isn't it? Is that
Yeah.
cognac?
Louis
or whatever?
the
Oh,
Eighth
it's cognac.
Magnum.
Yeah, it's
Is that how you say that as well? Cognac?
Yeah, cognac.
Yeah.
that's just a decanter though.
No, on the left, bro.
Oh, so
Oh.
that's a $7.5 grand bottle of cognac.
Yeah, there.
My God,
Jesus, just
What? Date of birth, mate. That's all you have to
yeah,
do.
that's
that's
not
some
get-
P Diddy stuff,
Yeah,
that isn't
that's
it?
cool. That though.
Is it though? Like, honestly, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
you'd have-
if you've got too much money, it's cool.
right, how much money would you need to have to buy a £7.7 thousand bottle?
A lot.
So I feel like even if I had $1 million, I couldn't justify that.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
I don't know, maybe like 10 million.
Do you know, sat here now, broke as a joke. I often contemplate this. Sitting here now, broke as a joke, thinking, if you had $1 billion, right? If you had 100 billion, would you be a divvy? Because right now, being broke as a joke, I think, no, I wouldn't. There'd still be a line. Yeah, I'd have some nice cars, but I wouldn't waste money on stuff like that. But I don't know.
You would, of course you would.
Do you think it would change you?
Of course.
You think?
But I think it's okay to change you, but it depends what changes about you. You know what I mean? Like if it got to change the way my generosity, I presume I'd be 100 times more generous. Obviously.
You would think so.
But if you start being a bit of a dick, then that's not good, is it? But it's interesting because that's why a lot of people lose their head, isn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as they find money, they realise, because, okay, money doesn't buy happiness, but it helps.
I think money does buy happiness, personally.
Makes it easier. I don't
Yeah.
think it, no, go on.
I can't see how, if you had, apart from health, money can really help your health, but in the end, if you have one of the worst diseases that's going to kill you, 10 billion quid isn't going to save you. It might prolong your life, but it's going to kill you. But apart from health, I think money does buy happiness. Yes, with 100 billion, you can buy anything that would make you happy.
It depends what you define as happy. Does money buy you love?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it down?
Okay, do tell.
Okay, if I have 100 billion, probably 1 billion women are going to love me.
No. They're going to make you think they love you, but they're not going to love you, fam.
Yeah, they're very close cousins. And you know, these Hollywood, you know, I'm sure there's some really good actresses.
Yeah.
These will really, really, really make you feel like they love you.
Yeah.
So much so that you won't be able to tell the difference.
No, you would care, maybe, I guess.
No, you would care.
No. I understand that, the angle you're coming from. But
I think so. All that people who say, oh, money can't buy love, that's people who doesn't have money say that. You ask someone who's got $1 billion whether money buys love, and I bet he says, yeah. Yeah, it does, yeah. 100%. You can have what you want, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm coming at this from an angle that I don't even think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
If somebody said, I've said this before, like, I think having 100 billion, I don't like the sound of the responsibility.
No.
Because I feel like there'd be too much, you've got a lot of responsibility with that because you can really make a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess
I don't know.
you definitely won't be tested in that relationship or whatever.
No. And is that a good thing?
That's what I mean, because I guess true love, like, obviously you go through hard times together, do you know what I mean? That all helps, ties in together, makes it, elevates it.
Yeah.
When you have all that money, realistically, you're not going to have any problems unless it's health.
Yeah.
No problems. Unless you commit fraud and you go in prison. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Pretty much.
yeah, there's absolutely no... Yeah, it's an interesting one.
I wouldn't mind being the experiment dummy, though, for it, you know?
Yeah.
Just,
If Elon came to you, be like, listen, brother.
let's see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be a willing participant,
Yeah.
you know?
Do you not think you'd be lonely though?
Yeah.
With that much money? Like, let's just say if you only had $1 million, you can't like make everyone around you like
A mil
rich.
or a bill.
Just $1 million, because a bill,
No.
a bill you can probably put like
Mill's not enough.
No.
yeah. If you put a bill, if you get a bill, you can put money in. All the people like you say, right, you don't have to work anymore. You come live a mint life with me.
Yeah.
But like, if you only get $1 million, then you're really rich. You haven't got enough money to like set everyone else up around you to an extent that they have to stop work and go
Don't
and
matter,
live.
I'll be all right.
Go and live in extent. Yeah, exactly. But you'll be all right.
No.
You and Tabby will be all right. Is that enough?
But I don't think it means you'll be lonely if you have $1 million. It wouldn't change anything. In fact, I would just... like
A millions, you pay your house off,
yeah,
buy
it
a
wouldn't
car.
change anything from the way I live my day-to-day life
You'd still
now.
be at work on Monday.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
I think I'd take a year out.
Would you? I would work 100%, but obviously I'd have a different strategy. I would invest in. So if anyone wants to give me $1 million just to get me started, I'll
Yeah.
take it. We'll make an experiment. I'll tell you what, me $1 million, you Dan $1 billion, and we'll go with that. To
Yeah.
experiment.
You do the $1 million, I'll have the $1 billion.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I'm all right with that too. Yeah, of course. If you had $1 billion, what's the first thing you'd buy?
Nothing. Oh,
Come on, you'd buy something.
you know,
You'd
no,
have to.
sorry. I was thinking, what's the first thing I would do? It's I would definitely buy a divvy car. Just
What's a divvy car?
like a Lambo.
Would you?
Yeah, just see what it's like.
What a prick.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah,
a
just
bright green Lambo.
no, not green. Like I'll have like
Purple.
chameleon.
Chameleon.
Yeah, so it changes colour.
Right.
No.
Real knobhead colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google Kia size Lambo. Have you seen the Kia size Lambo?
No.
This is the Lambo.
This is- yeah, this is-
I'll get in touch with him.
This is a divvy car.
What's going on here? Seriously?
Look at that.
How horrendous.
It glows in the dark though. Night time. It's cool as.
It's Tron.
glows
It's
in the
Tron, isn't it?
It's proper Need for Speed car. That's what I went
Yeah,
for.
but do you know what he said? You know what he said? He was like, it was good at first, but then it brought so much attention.
He hated it.
He hated it. Yeah.
No, actually, I wouldn't get this. Like, I would probably get my favorite car ever, which is a Lambo Urus.
You know what? I don't know whether I could have a Lambo because I'm getting a call here.
A call.
0330.
Oh, ignore that.
Go on, give it an answer.
Oh, go on then. Live.
Live on the pod.
Go on.
No, because it might be something.
No, we'll bleep it.
Yeah.
How has that happened while I'm on airplane mode?
Are you?
Yeah, there's the plane in the
You're
corner.
connected to the Wi-Fi, brother.
Yeah. Big up, Selena.
Yeah.
Oh, can you still do a Wi-Fi call?
Yeah.
She found a way.
She did find a way.
Yeah. That is the car I would get.
I
What,
think I'd
in
be
yellow?
embarrassed, you know.
No, not yellow. Probably. Oh, look at that.
That's nice.
Do you know what? I love exotic cars, right? But I don't think I could own one. Because I think I'd find very quickly that I didn't like people staring at me.
Oh, I wouldn't have a problem.
Can you imagine pulling into Sainsbury's, right?
Yeah.
It's a normal day.
Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't been to work because you got Lambo money.
Yeah.
But and everyone else is living their life, being normal.
Yeah.
And I can hear, "Wom, coming down," because that's what they sound like going slow.
Yeah.
And you pull up outside Sainsbury's, turn it off. Your bloody suicide door goes up. Like, everybody looks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like that attention.
Do you know what I would do? I would park on 2 bays as well.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'd be embarrassed to go places.
I
in
wouldn't
it.
be embarrassed. I'd have one. I'll be honest. Like I can't even lie. I'd have one right
Really?
out. Not a small sporty one, but I would have the Urus.
Would you?
That's like I actually think like shape wise, I love it. Everything about it.
So you know, like when I get this billion,
Yeah.
I've definitely got like a decision to make here. Do I buy the cars of my dreams and deal with the exoticness, deal with the embarrassment,
Yeah. Or a DS3.
or a DS3? Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sure you'll handle that embarrassment. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? How much is a Lambo?
Urus, for example, 150k.
Yeah,
It's not a fortune, is it? If you're a billionaire.
like how much are like top of the line Mercedeses?
Oh,
Aren't they
bro.
about that?
Yeah.
And you won't get stared at in a top of the line Mercedes.
You would, mate.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What's gonna?
Top of the line still sounds.
Yeah, I guess so. But they sort of blend in a bit more.
Okay, I'll get a G-Wagon.
Yeah, I mean that's as showy, isn't it?
Is it? As a Lambo? I wouldn't say
think
so.
so. I think
Yeah,
so.
I do like them top of the line Mercedes because they're a bit more stealthy, aren't they?
Yeah.
A bit more like, oh yeah,
I'd like an
I'm
ex-
proper rich, but do you know that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like an expensive car that goes under the radar.
You don't know how rich I am.
Yeah.
I could be broke and could be on finance, but you might not know.
Yeah, it's like a gangster car, isn't it?
Yeah, you can get away with it.
I love this conversation because it's like, you know, when you look at Rightmove and you filter it from the most expensive and it's like, I don't like the kitchen in that one. And the house is like 2.5 million or something.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't have that. I don't like the kitchen.
Do you play the right move game
All the time.
I play it all the time.
I love it. I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, the carpet. Nah, I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't buy it.
You're so critical about these penthouses in Kensington.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the door's shit.
Yeah.
You know, who would have?
I can't relate. I've never played this right
Really?
game.
Well, you live at
great.
home with your parents, mate.
Yeah.
No, that's why.
All right, mate. Yeah, no.
No, that's what I meant.
No, it's true though.
It's true. It's true, isn't
It's
it?
true. I'm not actively looking.
Go on Rightmove and first of all, go find a London postcode. That's where the best things
Yeah.
are. Or find where the richest places are in the country. Google that. Get the postcodes, put it into Rightmove, and just search. No limit on the price, and just start going down. You just literally can skeg inside people's
Yeah,
houses.
I love it.
By the way, have you seen Boris Johnson's house?
No.
Fam, this came up on. I hope it's still in my things I've searched for.
We'll find it there.
Yeah, it's his hall. It's gone. I've lost it. So no, I know it when I seen it. This is his
Wow.
house.
That's the house of my
What's
dreams.
going on there, by the way?
That's beautiful.
Fam, do you know how much prime ministers get paid?
Not a lot, 90 grand.
Yeah. Man's
Yeah.
got a moat. And a 3.8 million.
This is why you're like, it's moated.
Yeah, he's got a moat. Yeah, I love a moat.
3.8 million.
What's a moat?
Oh, come on, mate. It's like the castle's moats. You know what a moat is.
No, I
Like,
don't.
back in like medieval times, you know,
I
they
don't
used
know
to, you used to have the water around the
Oh,
castle.
right, okay. I didn't know that's what you call it, mate. All right, I'm not English. Calm down.
Yeah.
What do you call it in Romanian?
We'll let you off.
River. I don't know. No idea.
House.
No, I see what you're saying.
House river.
House river. Yeah.
But yeah, this
Canal.
This looks beautiful.
That's
this.
beautiful.
Is there anything inside?
But-
Or is
yeah,
that
mate.
There's a video. If you go on thingy,
YouTube.
no, if you just go on all and go down a bit,
What does he do for a living?
hang on, where is it? Go down, go down, go down. I'd recognise it when I've seen it.
Man. Love property.
Right, I can't find it. Just go on videos then.
Love property. Click on that. I bet it's on that.
No, there was a video of the inside.
Is that it?
Moat.
Well, that isn't it. But put it this way: inside, it's crap.
Yeah. It
Oh,
only
is it?
doing up.
Yeah, it's crap. It looks old.
No way.
Yeah,
But mate, so
But you wouldn't expect it to be all modern. It's Boris Johnson, isn't it?
yeah.
So basically, what I've heard, a lot of these, because obviously he actually doesn't pay that well to be a prime minister and all that.
No.
A lot of them sit on boards
Oh
for,
yeah.
for big companies, and they actually do nothing. Or they just get paid a lot of money because it's good clout, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
But like hundreds of thousands, and some of them just make important decisions and stuff like that. Like David Cameron, he made like a fortune since he left. Isn't he back now?
I don't know. Listen, let's not get into politics, but for the most part, from what I can gather, politicians make decisions, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
That's the job.
They lobby for stuff. They make
Yeah.
stuff happen, slowly but surely. What a lot of these politicians do is how they make money is they'll do two things. They'll buy stocks and shares in companies
Yeah.
that they know they're going to change policies in such a way that the value of that company goes up.
Of course.
It's all a big swizz.
Mate.
It's not, you know, some of these, what they call politicians in America and that, like, they're like, what's it called? Stock exchange experts. You want to see the money they've made on the stock exchange and you're like, eh? And it's, they're making decisions.
It's all inside
Of
information. innit?
course. How do you think Boris got 3.8 million? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a house. That's just one of his houses.
3.8 million.
A mansion. Like, imagine.
I swear they only get like 150k.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
less.
they do, yeah.
Less.
Oh, is it less?
Yeah. It's capped, apparently. But that's what I mean, like, they all, like, they'll go Oxford and
He's
teach
just
a
got
lesson on...
fingers in pies left, right, and centre.
Bro, like,
It's corrupt as fuck. It's completely bent.
well, yeah. It's not as bad as Romania, like,
What's Romania like?
or, like, terrible, bro. Like, just everything. Like, you know, you pay someone off, that kind of... You want to open a fuel station, obviously you need proper... I think we talked... Did we talk about this?
I think you've mentioned this.
I think, yeah. Like, this fuel station, obviously you need to get signed off, make sure it's gas safe and all that. This guy paid this prime minister, whatever, off, and then it exploded. 40 people died.
I don't like the people that die.
No,
obviously.
but it's just...
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, obviously he lives in Romania, he said, look,
Yeah.
I'm moving to a country where corruption's for everyone. Fair enough. Like,
That didn't work
No.
out well for him, though, did
no,
it?
no, it didn't.
No.
He got stopped the other day, did you see?
No.
They did a drug test on him,
Right.
Romanian police.
Did that?
Yeah.
But he's like a big advocate of teetotal, right?
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Andrew Tate? What do you think about the allegations?
What allegations are we on about? Sorry.
You've been under a rock, fam.
Well, what the whole like prostitution like
Yeah.
rig that he's on.
Human
So-
trafficking, isn't it? He's getting done for and rape and shit like that.
Look,
Oh, you're not allowed to say that word. Bleep that word, Johnny. Apparently, you're not allowed to say the RAPE word.
No.
Apparently.
I wouldn't like to comment. You know what I mean? Like, he's involved in that industry, and like webcam,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Can you be clean doing that?
Well, probably not morally, but, you know, some of the stuff they're claiming he did, they're saying that, like, he abused people, you know? No, I don't. The reason I ask is because
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like,
No,
I'm not sure whether he did or he didn't.
we'll never know, will we? It's one of them.
No.
But apparently there's text from everyone, like how they made up like the text and they didn't never existed. You never know, though, do you? When you are Andrew Tate, you will make a hell of a lot of enemies, whether you like it or not. When he's as passionate and vocal about what he believes in.
Do you ever listen? Have you ever listened to his
Yeah, a lot.
podcast before?
Yeah.
I've listened to it a few times.
It's interesting. Like,
You know what? I find it funny. Like, I think, is he joking? Like, is this just a spoof? Is he just putting a character on?
maybe some of the things that are controversial, I quite agree with. Like,
Right.
I can't remember what right now, but like, I think one of the things you were saying, like, there's men job and women job, like, and obviously feminist.
Men job and women job.
You know what I mean? I botched that up, but you know what I mean. Like, that was so foreign, wasn't it? A men job. No, but basically, to put into a
Fucking men job.
man job. I can't even English anymore.
I can't even English.
I can't even English. Did I speak in Romanian? That might be. No, legit. And he was saying, was it something simple like taking the bin out? Like, that's a man's job, right? And all the feminists are like, what? Like, but I actually spoke to Tabby about this, and she's like, she believes that there are jobs, not necessarily for men, but like she don't like taking the bin out, so I'll take it because it's my job, and I think it's a man's job as a man. Like, I wouldn't let Tabby change the tire if I was there, right? But
Yeah.
a feminist would say, "Oh no, like it's equal." Well, if
Yeah.
it's equal, why are you not on a building site?
You know,
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because it works both ways. Like, if we are getting called for the war against Ukraine, surely women should get called too, no? All the feminists should. It all depends how you see it. I don't know. It's don't get me wrong. I think there should be equal pay and all that.
there is, isn't there? Oh, no.
There isn't.
Is there not?
No.
Huh.
But there's different ways of looking at it, isn't it? For example, this is very controversial, but we'll talk about it. Like, the women's football team, national team, they were saying they should get paid the same as men.
It's ridiculous.
That's stupid because I said you have to look at it as a business.
Yeah.
The men, right,
Yeah.
as a business, they bring in millions in revenue. Because this guy was saying, if you actually look at stats, women get paid like 800,000 more than they should get paid in terms of the amount of money they bring in. So it's all a business. You can't. Yes, I understand why you're saying having the same pay, but it's not. It needs to be applied in the right way. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
like at the top of a company as a HR, whatever. Yes, get paid the same, but you can't say you should get paid the same as top footballer, right? It makes no sense.
No, in two ways. You know, not just the business aspect.
Yeah.
Like right now, the majority of people want to watch men's football.
Yeah.
Very, very small amount of people want to watch women's football.
Yeah.
And on another level, no offense to anyone, they're shit. Have you seen women play football?
Yeah, mate. They're
Like,
terrible.
I reckon if you put me on, I'm as good as some of them. Like,
Mate, didn't was Australia's national team got beat by a team of juniors from UK, like League 5 or 6, something like that.
so it was Australian
Main national
international team,
yeah,
women's versus some kids. And the kids done them.
Yeah, destroyed.
Yeah. Of course they will. Look, that's nothing. It's just genetics. Do you know what I mean? It's just genetics.
It's just different, isn't it? Yeah.
Like you can't look. Women and men shouldn't. You know, in for the most part, in athletics, they shouldn't go against each other because it's not right. Do you know what I mean?
No. And that's it. It depends how you look at it. Because, like I said, I'm all for it being equal in actual jobs where they can do the same job head to head.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't compare. Like, okay, look at Ronaldo, yeah? When he went to Real Madrid back in the day, Cristiano Ronaldo, he got signed for what? 90 odd million, something like that?
Yeah.
In the first 24 hours, they made over 100 million just from selling t-shirts. Like,
Yeah,
his
shirts with his name on the back.
Right? That's incredible business.
Job done.
The most expensive girl transfer, I think it was last year for 200k,
200k.
something like that.
Gosh, that's small, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that right? Most expensive Premier League transfer? I think it's 250k.
Like if you said to me now, you could click your fingers, and women's football is as big as men's football, and they get paid the same. I'm fine with that,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it's just not.
No.
It's just not,
And
and it won't be.
I guess no. Well, no.
No. Because people will always prefer to watch men's football.
To be fair, there's actually been a recent, on the 5th of February 2024, there was 805,000 transfer in women's football.
Who was that?
And she's called Rachel Kundanji from from Madrid CFF to Bay FC.
Is that Bayern?
I'd imagine. I don't know why I don't put Bayern. But that was his February. But the most expensive, well, not the most expensive, but yeah, it was 94 million that Ronaldo went to.
Yeah, right.
And that was 2009. So yeah, the differences are crazy. But I agree with it, to be fair, because how much football, men's football, does like gets tons of coverage, doesn't it?
Business.
Yeah.
Like, you have
it's
to
just
see
business.
it. Like, it just wouldn't make sense.
No.
Yeah. You've got to capture the public in women's football. You know. Look, it's come a long way. Go back 20 years,
Oh.
it was none of this.
No, like, they're selling out stadiums now,
Of
to be
course.
fair. Like,
You know, time might go on. It might grow. It might. I'm sure it will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they'll get paid more and more and more, and transfers will go up and up and
Yeah.
up. I don't think it'll ever challenge men's because at the same rate women's is going up, men's is going up.
yeah.
You know?
Do you think there's certain jobs a man should do and there's certain jobs a woman should do? Me.
You know, my opinion, I'm literally on the fence on this. And you know me, right? If I've got a strong opinion, I'll give it. I don't care, you know, what people think. I'll say what I think. The way I see it is, in your example, you know the couples thing.
Yeah.
Right, let's just talk about that bit for a minute. So couples things. In a house, you mentioned like bringing the heavy bags in
Yeah.
and doing like the traditional man's jobs,
Yeah.
in inverted commas. If you both agree that the man should do them and the women should do not them, women's stuff, great. But if, say example, if I had a wife and she, not that she would be, and say she was a big, you know,
Feminist.
woman power feminist, yeah, and she was like, no, I'm carrying the shopping in, I'm doing the DIY, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll wash the dishes then.
Yeah, yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, there isn't a stigma. I don't think that it should be like, oh, no, as a man,
whatever.
I need to do it. But
Preference,
I just,
innit? Personal preference.
it wouldn't sit right with me. I don't know. See, I don't know if I could ever be with a proper feminist.
Do you know what? My opinion, people think, oh, it's toxic masculinity and all this. I don't think it is. If here's the way I see it, right? If we're going shopping, if I have a wife and there's loads of heavy bags, when I go and say, no, you get yourself in, love, I'll get the heavy bags. That isn't me trying to be a macho guy.
no, it's
I'm
respect.
trying to be nice.
Yeah.
You know, I did it
Yeah.
out of pure niceness.
Absolutely.
Because I know I'm physically stronger than you.
Yeah, yeah.
And therefore it will be less hard for me
Yeah.
to do than you.
It's just a thing.
And like, if again, you know, the whole, like if you got a burglar in the house, like
I wouldn't, yeah.
I'm gonna go down,
Yeah.
you know, because I want to protect you. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Look, if I'm with a UFC fighter, she's going down.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is.
It's not a matter of man v woman. It's just,
No.
but that's what I mean. Some things I think, like, you all these examples to me, they just make sense for a man to do. And I'm not like, but
It's whatever you want.
That's the argument today, isn't it? A woman
Yeah.
would say, no, like, well, a proper feminist, I guess.
Well, that's fine. Then she can do them then.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
because it's actually,
I find it fascinating that there's even a debate about it. I find it fascinating it's even become an issue. Like, what? Because a male wants to do the traditional man things. Like, okay, well, you do them then. It's all right. You don't have to have a do about it.
if you went on a date with a proper feminist, would you let her pay? If she was like, no, I'm paying.
I would offer to pay
Yeah.
first, and I would insist. No, I would really like to get this. But if she meant it and got serious, okay,
Interesting.
yeah, you pay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that was a big argument again. I was reading, everyone was like, because all men feel like, no, I have to pay, you know?
I like to.
Yeah.
I like to.
There's a,
I think it definitely caters to your ego a little bit. It definitely does something. It makes you feel like a man. You know.
that's the other thing though. Sorry, I was watching and a lot of women said if it didn't offer to pay, it'd be a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah. And like, oh, I'm not going back on the second day because it didn't offer to pay.
You know.
But
What
I'm
I
like, you don't I don't think you have to offer to pay. Would you do it if you want? Of course, like as a gesture, of course, it's on me. But I don't think you have to. So again, it works both ways because some feminists would be like, no, like I want to pay this as a woman. I would make that first move. And the other women would be like, I'm sitting back, I'm expecting you. Because this girl, this is it. She was saying every night she was going on different dates because she was getting free dinner.
Right.
Respect.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
I saw that story.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone's like,
She saved like tens of thousands.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
over,
bro,
over
like-
1 year.
So
like,
what's the story?
She was getting wined and dined like almost every
yeah.
night.
So she said, look, like she wasn't, putting out or whatever. She was just like having dinners for free, basically. She would eat out every night with a different guy because they would pay for dinner, or same guy because he would pay for dinner.
Right.
And she just expected them to pay.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what?
here's the story. Vivian 2. So an ex-Wall Street trader is one of us, but she did something extremely creative to save on groceries for over 2 years. Her way has sparked a heated debate in the comment section of a viral video after she revealed that she went on multiple dates for a week for 2 years to save on groceries.
Look, yeah, if
She's a hustler.
she's a hustler, yeah, is what it is.
You can't fault her though, to be fair.
No,
like-
no. Well, I think that's actually where I read the feminists were having a go at her, but like, how dare you're ruining, like, as a woman, you're taking advantage and you're not. So there's opinions everywhere, isn't it? Everything has an opinion and everyone has their own views. And I think it's been like that for years. Just now with social media, you can say something and it's in American seconds, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Which
crazy.
is wild.
I like the dance. What's nice is if you go for a meal with, in my case, a lady, for example, and when you got to pay, they say, "Oh, would you like me to pay?" And you say, "No, it's all right."
Yeah.
It's kind of the dance, innit?
Yeah.
They know they don't have to pay.
Yes.
But it's nice for them to say.
That's a lovely dance to play, isn't it?
That's the
I
dance.
really like it when they
You
say
want
it back.
it.
Yeah.
No, let me pay.
Like
no,
my
it's on-
first date
Yeah,
with
it's a
Zoe,
dance.
I said, "Oh, I'd really like to." She said, "No, let me go, house." I said, "No, I'd really like tonight. I'd really like to pay for it." She went, "Oh, well, thank you." You know what I mean? And that's it, backing down, and it was nice. It was.
It's a nice dance,
I
innit?
really enjoyed doing it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like oh God, I'm paying for her. It was like I want to do this.
It's just the same concept. How, like, for me, for example, I don't really like receiving gifts, but I love giving. Like, I get pleasure of seeing someone. Oh, like,
Sames.
Yeah, we're all bad.
just don't
We're
know
all
how to
bad
receive a gift, man.
gift receivers. Yeah.
and like I had to tell Tabby initially because she was like, "Oh, why do you not like it?" I was like, "No, you need to understand. I'm buzzing inside. I just don't know how to express that. Even though I'm such an expressive person all the time, as soon as someone gives me a compliment or a gift, I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Even though I'm buzzing inside, I'm like, woo!
You overthink it, don't you?
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
Yeah,
get it. Like, what do you want me-
you don't want to overdo it,
No.
but,
Oh my
but
God,
you don't want
this
to
is so
underdo
good.
it. It's true.
And then you start like overthinking it. Then you really do start overdoing
Yeah.
it. And then they're like, I can see in their faces like, whoa, like,
Yeah, innit?
oh,
It's-
you're taking it.
Then
a bit
you
far
seem like
out.
you're not being genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just messes you up.
Yeah.
We were talking to Johnny about it as well. Like Christmas time is a massive anxiety, massive anxiety because you've got to open presents from people and
Yeah.
I'm literally days before anything like that. I'm literally like winding up to it and
Because
God.
we had spoke about it as well. Like I went down Christmas Day, like me and my sister obviously, and then like she's got her pile, I've got my pile. Start opening presents, and I was like, oh, hugging my mum like every present, like, oh, thanks, mum, that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like overthink. I hate it. It's awful.
What did you get for Christmas?
I got like just.
I'm just
I got this, for example, just an Adidas jumper, got
Nice.
some Adidas bottoms. I think I got some nice aftershave. Like, it wasn't a fucking massive pile.
no.
You know what I mean? Just
not
like,
like when you're a kid and you used to have a...
yeah, like just little bits here and there, but like really grateful, but did not know how to receive it. And then my sister's amazing at it. She's
Oh
like,
my
and then she has like a reason. Like she'll open a present and instantly, I'll use that for that. That's perfect. And I'm like, oh fuck, I even gave a reason. I'm just, I'll wear that to football. Great. Like, I don't know, mate. It's you.
No, I get it.
You proper overthink it. It's awful.
Yeah, it's hell. I hate people watching me open things. I hate that. I'm literally thinking about it now and it's giving me like my stomach's turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't hate people.
No.
I hate getting given things.
I was like, that's a nice angle we moved into.
Oh, it's horrible, man.
Yeah,
Horrible. Ugh.
But yeah, no, because I do like, I like it. I do like receiving a gift as well. I just don't know how to react.
Yeah, I rate people who know how to buy people gifts. That's a great thing. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How do you get that bit of your brain where you can think, I know what this person would like? I don't get it.
So it's all about paying attention to details.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's paying attention because people are like that in my Mrs.'s uni house. Like they're like, oh, we'll get you that for your wall because you've been going on about not having a stand for your makeup, and it's like, how does that even register? Like, oh, I'll get a present for her on that day, like 3 months later. How's that?
So it took me years, but I've clocked it with Tabby. Like,
Have you?
like yeah, because she'll send me a random link. Oh, this is cool. I'm like, oh, cool, and then I save it or whatever.
That's the tactic.
Yeah.
You start off from January 1st.
Yeah.
Everything you get sent, you got off a folder.
Yeah.
You just drop it in, drop it in, drop it in.
Because I know, but now like we've gone past that, she'll just send me a link and expect me to buy it. You know, like
Just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, if I don't respond, she'll send me again in 2 days. It's funny.
How much is too much to spend on someone?
What, for like a birthday, Christmas?
Yeah, yeah. When does it become gross? Because you get to a point and it's too much, right?
I think
And what's too
it
little?
all depends on what you're on, I think. But personally, in my world,
What's your world?
where I'm situated, I think anything over £500 is ridiculous. Personally, I think somewhere in the 250 region for a 21st is mint. That's like really nice going out. Going all out for me, to be honest. 250, but then I don't know. What's yours?
I actually think it's massively overrated, everything about it, unless they really want something. Like, I'm not... That's why I tell my parents as well, don't spend money on me, like, on things that you think is nice, but I might never wear it. Like,
Yeah.
or my mum will buy me a jumper, which I'm like, she thinks it's lovely, but I'm like, my mum, I'd never wear this. Do you know what I mean? Just save your money. Or, like, give us a tenner. I'll go Nando's. Like, honestly, it'll make... But it's funny, because I would happily spend 100x for Tabby, but I hate to know she'd spend the same for me. I don't know why.
Sames.
Even though, like, it's different. We have our money's combined. It's our, do you know what I mean?
It's the same pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I can spend that on you, but don't you dare spend that on me.
Right.
I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's your bracket? Because I feel like yours is a bit more ridiculous. Because
I'm gross.
Anything more than 500 is like ridiculous. If I'm buying my mum something for £500, it's going to be something that's probably spoke about for like.
I've never done that in my life.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
it's probably going to be something that's spoke about for years, and it's something that she's wanted for a long time that she'd never buy herself, and it'd be a one-time thing, and I'd be really happy that I got her it.
Yeah.
But in the back of my brain, I'm like, fucking hell, £500.
But you're the type you'll give your mum your card and mum get what you want, right? Because you do that at Christmas, right?
Yeah, kind of. In a way.
I just don't know, like, my dad doesn't know what to get my mum. I don't know what to get my mum. My mum's like, what do you want? Oh, I've got everything. She's that kind of woman. So I never get anything. Tabby now it's easy because she'll send me a list. I'm like, oh, smashing. You know? Like,
Yeah.
So I'd rather not be creative in my brain and be like, oh, what would she like? I'm like, just send me a list, man. Like, you'll be happy.
You need a
It's-
list.
It's normally like 10 different makeups, which add up to like hundreds anyway. It's like 50 quid here, 60. I'm like, what for? It's all the same, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, obviously. But
Yeah, what's the crack with cards?
cards? I hate cards.
Why do ladies
Rip
like
off.
why do ladies
Yeah,
like the cards?
lasses love cards.
Yeah.
But before we
never
side
got cards.
we side past the grossness, what's the biggest present you've ever got someone? Because I'm
I can't remember.
interested.
£2.5 I reckon.
I reckon you.
It'd be gross. It'd be up there.
Yeah.
It'd be up there. It'd be
Really?
something
In that
ridiculous.
in that
Yeah,
region?
Yeah.
Well, my birthday's in
Gross.
2 weeks, mate.
What?
I'm 28 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you're 30, yeah? I'll get you something special for your 30th.
30. Might be dead by then. No,
No,
God forbid, what am I saying that? No, but who knows?
No, you shouldn't. It's not sounding all thingy, but it is the thought that counts.
Of course.
I've had gifts given to me in the past that cost next to nothing, but was so thoughtful and so like, wow, as if you thought about that, and that meant so much
Yeah.
more than the stupid, gross amounts of money I spent on people with no thought in. Do you know what I mean?
There you go, yeah.
Just literally trying to make the problem go away with numbers. It's gross, man. It's something my own personal development I want to try and work on, to be honest, for two reasons. One, my own pocket.
Yeah.
And two, you can actually probably get to somebody in a good way more if you're thoughtful, as opposed to just flinging thousands of pounds at
Yeah.
someone.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think, like, what's the best present I ever got? Nothing goes to mind. There would have been loads.
What that you've got?
Yeah. Like something that I remember that comes off the bat right now. Nothing goes in my head.
My mum's good at Christmas.
Oh, drums. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're a drummer, aren't you?
Yeah, bro. Like, so I remember perfectly. I'd say that was the most significant present for me.
Really?
My birthday, I was walking home from school, long road, and then I see my dad unloading something, and I'm like, that looks like drums. And then I look again, and I've seen like it was the snare. I was like, oh my goodness! So I ran home like from school, and then he was sitting on my drum kit. I was like, oh, love this. What a feeling, mate.
How old are you?
7, 8.
And then for the next however many months, you ruined your mum and dad's life.
Yes.
I
And
can
then,
picture it.
and my dad is one of them, man. Like, he'd be like, right, practice this. I'd be like, okay, I'd be like, like, I'm that kind of guy. And my dad would come in, no, stop doing that, practice. I was like, fine, so I have to play the stupid beat. He told me to play it, but obviously I'm a kid. I just want to bang the drums, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
loud as I can.
Yeah.
Like my head, it's how my brain works.
He was trying to teach it. Does
Yeah.
he play the drums?
No, but he knew like basics. And as soon as we walked out, I'd be like,
Can you imagine? Like, that's like the worst, like one of the worst things you can get your kid in it.
drums.
Yeah. Like, that's like, you have not thought this through at all.
But it's because I was banging all the time at the table. I would even be like, you know, ADHD in it.
Yeah.
So,
Tisms.
yeah. So they were like, we need to get him something to, you know, release the pain.
Either that or like, either that or Ritalin or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, I would
So-
never buy a kid drums. I'm sorry, mate. No, yeah.
But then he got me electric drums, so headphones in, and
That's better.
yeah, that's better.
Was that the second drum
Yeah,
kit?
yeah.
Yeah, you can see why the second
Yeah,
one
yeah.
came, right? That this isn't going to work.
So that was a great gift. That's, I actually remember that.
Yeah?
It's different when you're a kid, though, isn't it? You just appreciate it more, I think.
Of course you do.
It's just different, comes across different.
Yeah.
It's great being a kid, man.
In it. It really is.
Like, I've seen a photo the other day of this guy. He was playing on Xbox, and someone said, "Oh, why'd you always play on, you know, games? Still, you're like 40, whatever." And then it showed the illustration. It was really cool. He made him look like a child. He's like, "Oh, because he makes me feel like this." And I asked
Say
him,
that again?
so basically, it was him sat in a chair,
Right?
right? And someone asked him, the photo said, "Why do you still play games? You're 40." And then the photo next to it, it was him transformed to when he was young again. So it was like,
Right.
because he makes me feel like a child, I can be a child. It's like, oh, that's actually so interesting, because so many people just relax like that and makes them feel like they're young again, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can be silly with your lads online. Like, I love it. You know, like, because Tabby doesn't get it. Like, what the heck? Like, but I'm like, that's what you do when you get online with your mates and you just harass each other. Like,
Yeah.
take the mickey. It's fun. Like, it's.
I made to world I don't really understand.
Do you know?
No.
Oh, like,
I'm the same. Like lockdown was the last time I actually picked up a controller.
Right.
And to be honest, because there was nothing to do,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Like, as you say, being online with the
Yeah.
lads, like, bit of crack, all we're all going on at this time. Let's go and play some Warzone, Call of Duty, mint, class, to be fair. But that's because I had nothing to do.
yeah. So I never game by myself, but if the lads are on, I'll jump on.
Right.
Because for me, it's a crack in it. It's like, oh, you're so bad at this. Or like,
Yeah.
you know.
It is good fun, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm probably not too busy to play it, but I feel like I am.
Yeah.
I feel like there's bit
I
like
definitely am. Too
yeah.
busy.
No,
Yeah.
mate, same. Like, but I've just set up my mate. You want to see my setup? I've got my monitors here, and I've got a TV here.
Right.
It's all a full setup. Proper geeky now. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Good job you're married, mate.
Yeah, mate. Oh,
Good job.
yeah. But the thing is, I do when because she likes a quiet time. She'll watch she loves Spanish telenovela. Do you know
Sorry?
what that is? Telenovela.
Telenovela?
Yeah.
What's telenovela?
It's let's see what it stands for. Telenovela.
Novella.
Yeah, it's Spanish, like Latin.
I have
It's
no
all in
idea.
Spanish. So did you know that Tabby's fluent in Spanish just from watching?
You mentioned this.
Yeah, just from this.
She's
Telenovela.
fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
just from watching this, she's fluent.
Yeah, but no. So that's a type. Go back on all. So it says that it's a telenovela is a type of television serial drama or soap opera produced
Right.
primarily in Latin America.
Never.
Yeah,
It's just
so-
soap, right?
Basically, yeah, but like all
An American
Latin.
EastEnders.
Yeah.
I mean, like a Latin EastEnders,
Yeah,
right?
and you get all these good-looking people, you know.
Ah,
They're
okay.
like, oh my goodness, Consuela killed, you know, that kind of vibe. I watch them like, Tabby, why are you watching? It's proper like romantic stories and, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
soapies out. She loves it.
And she's become fluent in Spanish
Yes.
through watching this.
Uh-huh.
That's weird. Has it got subtitles?
No,
So she literally...
she doesn't watch it. Does she watch it with subtitles? Or maybe she does. I don't know.
I was going to say, because like the first time that you would start, you know, let's go back to when this started for Tabby, right? She thinks, oh, I'm going to watch Spanish TV. At this point, she can't speak any Spanish.
So this is big in Romania.
Oh.
Well, it used to be when I was a kid. Anyway,
Okay.
so like telenovela was massive. So I used to sit with my grandma and watch Latin films with Romanian subtitles.
Really?
And Javier killed Juan, and yeah, mate.
That's a thing?
Yeah, well, he used to be back in the day. I don't know if he still is.
Huh.
And most of them may have like 30 seasons, or like they've been doing it for 20 years, like that kind of.
Right.
Yeah, it's massive, mate. Just think of the Latin community though.
Oh, it's huge.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, what? Something like, I don't know, like a tenth of the world speaks Spanish.
Something like that.
It's big, isn't it?
So
Yeah, no,
I
I get
love
it.
it. I love Spanish music. I love Latin music, anything like that.
Music's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to it a lot.
You know what we were saying earlier that's quite interesting? What you know when you went on the phone to your dad?
Yeah.
And I was saying I had a mate at uni who his parents were Arabic.
Right.
And he'd get on the phone to his mother and he'd go, hello, we're at the corner, and he'd like mix between his like obviously home language Arabic and then English.
Right.
And I didn't realise it was a thing, and you do it as well with your dad, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You converse
Mixture.
with half Romanian, half
What, in the
English.
same sentence?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah.
for an example, just I don't know, just
So like today, what were we talking about?
you saying podcast. You didn't know how to say podcast in Romanian, so you said.
Well, we would call it podcast in my language, so.
Oh,
so
right.
that's not a good explanation. But like,
Okay.
divvy.
Idiot.
Yeah, there is another word for podcast, though, brother.
But like,
Like we were talking about bifold doors today. So for example, it'd be like, oh, I'm trebuie măsuri bifold door, like blah blah. Like, do you know what I mean? It's because
did you know that was a thing, Dan? Like you switch languages mid conversation.
I've heard it.
I mean, me and Tabby talk like that all the time.
Really?
It's half and half, yeah. But just it's because some things make more sense in English. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Half of one language and half of the other. I did not know that was a thing.
I mean, I don't know if it's a thing, but it's like when you live somewhere for long enough.
Come to think of it, I think I've only heard you do it. The half-half thing. I've cast my mind back, and the only person I remember hearing do it is you when you speak to Tabby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard anybody else do it.
Yeah. Because, like, we don't speak any Romanian around people who don't understand it, really. Because it's just, I think it's a bit rude. Most of our friends don't care, but I think it's rude. I'm like, just, we can speak the language. You like, speak the language, you know what I mean?
I think it's great because you can say stuff that nobody else
Exactly.
Yeah.
can hear. Like, if you don't like, you can literally. Would you dare though? Let me give you a scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So you can be
I'd
around
slag you off,
somebody
right?
and you can slag them off.
Dan's yeah.
You can insult them without them knowing.
No, because I'm like, what if?
They can speak.
Yeah,
it.
imagine. I had that happen to me before.
No way.
I was in Primark back in the day, and you know, I like to wear funky stuff. And there was a couple that were Romanian, and they were like, "Oh, look at that guy in front of us! Look what he's wearing." And I turned around, I was like, "You should never I basically said you should never like insult someone or take the mick of what they look like
In Romanian.
because you never know when they understand you." And they were like, "Honestly, left face."
Love
Because
that.
I don't look your typical Romanian, like
No.
you know.
Yeah.
You don't speak like one either. You sound like a Geordie to me.
Yeah, I'm just a
Well,
bit.
not all the time.
Not all the time.
Except when you
Sometimes women job, men job.
Man job.
Nah, bro.
You know when I have that scenario, it's when I'm in the steam room and there's these Turkish lads that come into the steam room at Valentine's. I don't know whether you've seen them before.
I've seen them.
And then they're always in the steam room and they're always conversing, obviously, in Turkish.
Did they have a lot of hair on the chest?
Yeah, lots of hair,
Obviously.
mate. And then they're all talking, and I all of a sudden, I sometimes sit there and I'm like, I really wish I could understand. So, like, halfway through their conversation, I just be like, da 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 da, and they'd be like, what the fuck? You
They
know
talk
what I mean?
about
Like,
it all the time.
yeah,
Like, look at his hair.
yeah,
look
I
at
know,
his
like,
eyes,
yeah, but they're probably just talking about Rammel.
Yeah, of
but
course.
like in my head, I'm like, are they fucking talking about me? Because I'd love to understand what they're saying.
I get it in the barbers all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. So obviously they're Turkish, obviously, and then they will start speaking. Same as you. I get suspicious to think. I wonder if they're
I don't
talking about me. And you kind of like watch them.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
like
yeah.
see if like they're making any gestures
yeah.
towards you. You know. But I like when you said that's happened to me. I thought what you were going to say was the other way around. You were insulting somebody and somebody turned around
Oh,
in
no.
Romanian.
That
That
would
was
be-
pretty good.
Yeah.
The way you did it.
No, that's why I like. Yeah, I just think it's all about respect. Like,
Yeah,
like
of course it
for
is.
example, I know some Romanian people, and I actually went back when I moved here. I went to the shop with them, and they were shouting at each other from across the shop,
Right.
like flipping uncivilized idiots. And I thought that was so rude and felt so embarrassed. I guess that's why I tried and worked so hard to sound like.
Why were you embarrassed?
Because, bro, you're in a different country. Don't just shout in a different language. It's just mental.
Well, we do that when we go abroad.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just different. And it's also interesting because when I go on holiday as well, you know when people say, oh, they hate the Brits because they're like, they think they're better because they just speak English all the time.
Yeah.
I act exactly the same. Like,
Do you?
yeah, I'll go with people who speak a bit of Spanish. I'll be like, bring me a beer, even though I can ask in Spanish. Un cerveza, por favor, you know. Darling, fluent. No, that's all I know.
Yeah.
I just don't like saying it. Do you know what I mean?
I love it, mate. I love it when I go to Spain. Una más cerveza, por favor, señor.
Oh, mate.
I love just
you
I love
added an
just
extra
knowing
word more than me. You think you're cooler.
just one more word, mate. Just like I love the lingo. And to be honest, I think early days when we first like went over to Spain, Dad knew a fair bit, and if anything, they used to respect it. I think you'd go over there, you'd try, and they actually respected it. But now I've found in
I had it the way around.
in the recent years that they're like, oh, what you want?
Yeah,
Like, when
that's
because
what happened to me. I said I wanted Spanish. I said, I'll play the game.
Yeah.
They were like, what? I was like, oh, a
Yeah.
beer, please.
Yeah.
Dad's been on Duolingo every day for a year. Didn't miss one day. We went all the way to Fortaventura, and he was so excited to try his bloody Spanish out. And then they literally frowned at him when he started to try and turn it on. And then he was like, by 3 or 4 days in, he was like, I'm not going to speak Spanish anymore.
Same thing happened to me.
It's
Went to
awful,
Madrid.
isn't it?
Yeah, I went to Madrid. I've told you the story. Tried to hatch it out, and they showed me up. Yeah, it made me embarrassed. Made me
Yeah.
embarrassed, so I'll never try it again.
Yeah, because it
Never.
makes you feel small, doesn't it?
Me trying to speak Spanish was irritating them.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? They were irritated.
Yeah.
Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to say.
Mate, you're British.
And
Shut
if
up.
anything, I thought they respect you trying, you know?
Well, that's what I get told. Like, I do Spanish lessons, and where every time I go somewhere Spanish, the teacher always says to me, Beverly, shout out Beverly. Beverly always says, "Did you use your Spanish? Did you use your Spanish?" I'm like, no, I'll never do it again.
Yeah, you're too
Never.
scared. Yeah, I think that's why I get second-hand embarrassment.
Yeah, it's embarrassed.
Yeah,
but-
that's probably the reason.
England, as a culture, like historically, we don't like being embarrassed in England. Like, you know,
No.
an American, I think they're a bit more
Hi, yeah.
open to being embarrassed. I mean,
Yeah.
they're an embarrassing bunch, aren't they? Let's be honest. You know, with the greatest of respect. I love the Americans, but they're very embarrassing.
Yeah.
But we quite, prim and
Reserved
proper. Yeah,
and-
reserved, prim and proper. As historically, anyway.
Historically, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't advise trying to hatch out any Spanish in Spain because
No. Definitely not France.
100%, yeah, 100%.
What we saying?
What do you mean? What we're saying?
What are you looking at?
Right, a message.
All right. I thought you were checking if the kebab's here.
It's not on my phone. Oh yeah, the kebab. What's happening with the kebab, Southpaw?
The kebab was estimated delivery anywhere from 8:30 to 22, from 10 to 9.
Love
And
this.
currently, it's not even being prepared for delivery.
My brother, how long has it been? Since you've ordered? An hour now?
When I ordered, it was 50 minutes ago.
No, that's about right. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere, right?
That's not right, is it? 2
Yeah.
hours for a kebab?
No, it said I think it was an hour and 10 that they estimated, and we're already past that now.
Stay there. I want to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in Costa the other day, right? Mm. And they were charging. Hang on. I wrote it down. I was that shocked. It was something like £2.80 for a slice of toast.
What?
Yeah.
You can't buy a slice of toast, can you?
No, it was £2.10 a slice of bread. So I was in Costa, and there was what looked like a pile of slices of bread, right? And it was some kind of like seeded loaf, right?
Right.
And it was basically the start of toast.
Ew.
Bread.
Awful.
Toast starts as toast.
Yeah.
As
Do you
bread.
have that ever? Do you eat it?
What, toast?
No, the start of toast. The first thicker.
Pardon?
The thicker bread when you.
Is toast the same word in England as it is in Romania?
Yes,
Toast is
brother.
like bread that's been cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Sorry. I'm talking about something else. But the same.
Really? You talking about something else?
No. Right. The bread,
Okay.
when you cut it, the first layer, it's thicker.
Oh, you mean the end of the bread?
Yes, and the
Yeah.
beginning, because it's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah. I get you.
Do you eat that?
I mean,
I chuck in the bin. It's awful.
when I was it's not awful.
It's awful, fam.
It's just crust.
Yeah, you've just got to know how to use it. There's certain dishes that you'd have that with.
brother, shut up.
Beans on toast being one of them.
No,
Yeah.
no, you don't. You don't want your bread thick.
It's factual, mate.
It's not factual, mate. It's factual what I like. Like, no.
It's not. It's not. It's not subjective, mate. It's factual.
Listen, I'm a southpaw.
My guy's factual. Nah, bro, mate, if I don't like it, I don't like it.
When I
Factual
was a kid,
information.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat the crusts. But then I matured and realised that I'm just being silly.
Yeah.
And it
No,
tastes nice.
You've got to find your dishes, mate. That's your issue.
What about the dishes, mate?
Yeah.
What he's talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And-
You'd have that with soup. You know,
Oh, yeah. Drop it in the soup.
of course, mate.
Funny enough,
You've done that.
so all Romanians eat pretty much every meal with bread. Did you know that?
Yeah, you've said that, I think.
Have I said that?
Lots of bread. I remember that. Bread,
Yeah.
bread,
Every meal with bread.
Pretty much. So
bread,
like
bread
mo-
and milk for
Cheap
school
way to fill you up,
breakfast.
though, isn't it?
That's right. No, but for example, if you have schnitzel and mash, I think we talked about schnitzel before, right? Like one of my uncles, he can't have it without bread, so he needs to have bread and mental.
I mean, I think that used to be quite...
Is
It's a
it-
thing in England as well.
I think it's a poor thing though, because
Yeah.
you're poor and you fill yourself up, like you said.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and a lot of the time, you know, when you had like meals, like that your mum would cook you and stuff, there was always like slice of bread and butter with it as well.
Really?
And we're talking about like the late 80s, early 90s here.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It was a
you're
long
old.
time ago.
Yeah.
No, my nana, she'd do it with like ham salads. There'd always just be bread there. Like,
Yeah,
just like bread with everything.
Listen,
What's your go-to filling?
rewind it back. Like, don't underrate bread. Like, when was the last time you had a slice of bread and butter on white bread? It's absolutely amazing.
I haven't had that in a while, to be fair.
Like-
Yeah, Lurpak.
Yeah, just put it on white bread. Warburton's bread with butter on it. Like,
You know what my mum used to do? She used to sprinkle a bit of sugar on it as well.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What?
that's banging to be
What
fair.
is
Not
this?
tons, just like literally a pinch. You sprinkle it on, and it's like,
So what used to have toast with butter and paprika?
butter and paprika.
that's a bit off.
Oh, so it's like a spicy
Yeah,
toast.
try it.
Really?
Beautiful, yeah. Whoa! Obviously the thin bread though.
Right.
I'm very specific about my bread.
Okay. Tell me, what bread do you like?
So
Not the crust.
no, I like a sourdough if I'm having.
Oh, very nice. Waitrose.
Yes, darling.
Yeah,
No, if I have like poached eggs or
a
like
crypto sourdough.
like avon toast with like egg. What I need sourdough, obviously not the cheap. You know,
Right. Right.
Any girls I'll have.
You've changed, you.
Yeah.
I know.
You've changed.
This
you,
crypto's
mate.
changed.
You need to have sourdough. What do you mean? If you have anything like that,
Fam, it was only 20 years ago you were eating some crusty roll for your dinner. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've come a long way talking about sourdough.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I was having a poo in a wooden box.
I know. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
I know, like,
Yeah.
mate, you know, there's hope for everyone.
Has sourdough been around forever?
Probably.
Is that a stupid question?
Probably. He's just got, you know, the artisan crew've made it popular.
Yeah,
haven't they?
right.
You know what I mean? Like one of them, the vegans and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I do like sourdough though.
Weapons. You don't, yeah, sourdough's nice.
Yeah.
What is
Nice.
sourdough? What is it?
Like,
Why is it different to bread?
it just tastes different.
Yeah,
It's-
but there's more to the taste.
It's thicker. So even though it's thick, I like it. It's just probably the way it's baked, right?
I don't know. Sounds boring.
Healthy alternative regular one.
Why is it healthier though?
I don't know.
Like why? What makes it healthier?
Oh, it doesn't use commercial yeast to rise.
Yeah, it means it's more digestible and nutritious.
Right.
Still not good if you have IBS.
It's all artisan-y stuff, isn't it? It's all, you know, all that sort of stuff. The granola crew. You know what I mean?
But I'm actually not that keen on bread. Like, I'm not massive bread fan.
Fam, if I let myself, I would eat a full crusty roll.
Really?
Oh, I just don't. But bread. I think bread is probably one of the great. That smell. You tell me a smell that's better
yeah.
than baking bread.
In a bakery, when you walk in, it's like
Freshly baked bread. And when I was a
good
kid,
bakery though.
my nanny used to get this bread. Have you ever seen it before? It's like bake it yourself bread. So you know, like you go in the supermarket, you know where the bread aisle is,
Yes.
right? If you look carefully, there's these like baguettes
In packs.
in packs,
Yes.
but they're not cooked,
Yes.
right? Have you ever had them?
I can't say I have in a while.
I'm telling
I
you.
have.
So
And then-
let me take you through it,
Go on.
right? Let me take you through it. What the process is, right? It
Yeah.
says on it how long you got to cook it for.
But it's like a baguette. Salvo. It's not,
it's
not
bake it yourself baguette.
Oh,
see, I love a baguette. It's different to bread though.
So first things first, maybe it's about 20 minutes, half an hour it goes in for. Your house obviously smells like a baker's kitchen. So it's
delightful.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful.
When you get them out, they're so hot you can't touch them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are good. Like
If you cut them open and get the butter on it and let it melt into it and start scrambling it while it's just cooling down, like, get out, mate. Just get out. There's no.
When was the last time you did that?
Oh, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
you go for like a posh meal.
phenomenal.
Yeah, you always get like a hotel meal. You always get a bit of white bread, and you know when you're a kid, I'd always switch like the brown. I'd find like the brown loaf and I'd switch it. You know what I mean? Like obviously I'd have the white brown
Use that
shite
brown.
in it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That bread at restaurants. I don't know what it is, but it's like the best bread ever, innit?
Yes.
I think it's because you're starving. Like you're hungry when you get there.
This sounds stupid, but the French are known for their bread, right? Obviously, baguette comes from them, so I presume.
And cheese.
Yeah, but is bread their thing? Is bread a big French thing?
I think they made the baguette, right?
Yeah.
I know
what's
that
French
when
bread? Is
I
that the
recently went to Paris, like the croissants, all the pastries, the breads was just
Croissant.
the croissant. It was just literally phenomenal. It's literally the best.
Have you seen that video? There's a guy, he takes the mick out of people who don't say words properly. Like
Yeah.
you'll say, oh, I went to Barcelona. It's like, where? You mean Barcelona? You know, it's like, you have to say it properly. That's so
Barcelona.
funny. Yeah,
What do
Barcelona.
you think you're tongue out for?
Yeah, Barcelona.
Got a lisp, fam.
Like, bro, just say Barcelona.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
know
just
what I mean?
Barcelona.
Yeah. No, it's Barcelona.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, don't pretend you're something you're not, right?
I once heard an English person call, Seville.
Yeah, Sevilla.
I heard them say Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Get out, mate. What
yeah,
do you mean
I've been
Sevilla?
Sevilla.
Are you Spanish now? Just for that one word, you're
Obviously,
Spanish, right?
Sevilla, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Seville is what
Yeah.
it says.
Seville.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, when I actually refer to the football team, I do say Sevilla.
Really?
Do you?
Yeah.
You're foreign, though, aren't
Never
you?
in my life, mate. Always Seville.
You support Borough, mate. You don't mind.
Yeah, the best team ever made.
I've been to Seville.
Have you?
Gorgeous.
Or,
I want to go.
oranges and that.
Orange is literally in the street. The stereotype is true.
Really?
Yeah, really. Beautiful orange trees.
We
just
have-
growing in the street.
We have good friends in Cadiz.
Cadiz.
All right, Brev.
Just south of, it's about an hour away from
Yeah.
Seville. It's a coast, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to go there and visit.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Like
Yeah.
Just right. I love the UK. Honestly, like, I can't see myself.
Look, it's the best country in the world.
I agree.
Overall.
Yeah.
do you think the UK?
Yeah, if you did top
honestly,
trumps, England would win. On top trumps. Where you got everything. The people, the money, the government, when you literally laid it out and there was like 100 different factors, England would win on top trumps. Simple as that.
Even above, you think like Denmark or Sweden?
Yeah, it's too cold. They'd lose on colds.
I guess.
I don't know. Them
But
three.
we lose
them,
on summers.
them three things you're not a big fan of: people, money, and government. well,
Yeah, but in comparison to other countries, ours is like decent.
Top notch.
yeah.
Yeah, not the best, but it's up there. It'll be in the top 10. You know what I mean? But then you think, okay, so you get these amazing governments somewhere, but they've got no money.
Yeah.
You know, like, or they've got like something's missing. Like, okay, another factor, people. I don't know. There'll be things in Denmark apart from the cold that are crap. Like, I've never seen any goods come from those countries. What do they make?
Yeah, no
What's their
idea.
contribution to the world?
No idea.
Fish?
Yeah.
Just fish.
But my point being, England is beautiful, but you look at some of the places, my goodness, like England's boring in comparison.
Well, my personal opinion on this is England is a game of two halves. So, and I've said this to a close friend of mine before. From the winter months in England, it could be one of the worst places in the world to be because it's just grey.
It's grim.
You see no sun. It's minging all the time. Things feel shitter in the winter.
Agreed.
But when you get England, especially where we live, where we're close to the countryside, like you think we live in the countryside.
Yeah,
We're never 5 minutes away from a cow in a field.
Yeah.
Right? We live in the country. When you see this country blooming in those months, June, July, and
Yes.
August, and
Beautiful.
everything's alive, and you got your shorts on, honestly, I don't believe there's a better place in the world than England
Yeah.
in them days. Because no one can match it.
I always said if we had 3 solid months of summer in the UK, no one would want to leave this place ever.
No. It's a shame they can't change it so it's like that all year.
Why can't they do it like what Dubai do and make their own weather? Have you seen that?
Oh, they should, what? They make their own weather.
Did you not know?
How do they do that?
Google it. Did you see the crazy storm that happened a few days ago
Where?
in Dubai?
A storm in Dubai?
Yeah, with hail and stuff.
Don't believe you.
They make their own weather. How did you not know this?
I've never heard of it before.
Look.
So they use cloud seeding technology. UAE scientists use seeding technology to supplement the country's water insecurity, which
I've never heard of
stems
that
from
before.
the extremely
Really?
hot climate.
Click on that. How is the weather created in Dubai?
How do they do it? Scientists in the United Arab Emirates are making it rain artificially using electrical charges from drones to manipulate the weather and force rainfall across the desert nation. What's that say? Meteorological officials released video footage this week showing a downpour over Ras Al wherever, as well as several other regions.
This is in 2021 as well, that report.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So what I'm understanding from what I get, there's a cloud above,
Okay,
small cloud, got rain in, obviously.
right.
They make it go crazy and they manipulate it so it rains over the full city.
Right.
Basically, because they do that, that's why they had the floods a few weeks ago. Like
Because they were messing with the weather.
yes,
Right.
and there was hail, like big hail things, and
Right.
yeah.
I didn't think there was clouds in those countries.
That's why it's so high above. Obviously, or whatever it is, they do it in a way.
Right.
Yeah,
That's crazy. They're just making their own weather.
yeah. That's what I mean. Why can't the UK do that?
Yeah. Oh, we're a bit short on water. Let's make it rain.
I know, yeah.
But obviously, imagine the money it costs them to make that.
You know, in the future, they probably will. You know, as technology moves on and on and on and on and on, I think you probably will get to a point where you can decide the weather. Do you know what I mean?
That'd be nice.
Like,
Oh,
because I've
20
got a
degrees.
question. Do you know snow?
Yeah.
Right. What's the point in snow? So, okay, all the other, no, like, hear me out.
Skiing.
Hear me out. Every other weather, I can
Vouch
think
for.
of a reason, like, why the planet needs that weather.
Yeah.
So like if it rains, the obvious one. Sun, obvious one. Even like the wind, I'm like, oh, it like blows like seeds and stuff, and like it's all part of like the nature. What's the point in snow?
What's the point in a thunderstorm?
Rain. Like that's the easiest one, isn't it? Rain. It makes things grow. I mean, that's like it's
Right.
a mixture of rain and
Yeah.
wind, so it's doing everything. It's like feeding the planet.
I just
But what's snow bringing to us? I feel like it's like a glitch. What to like?
glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, like why is that happening?
No,
Like,
because obviously it's so cold. It makes sense. It's rain that's too
Listen.
cold and it comes out of snow. It's exactly.
if anybody
But
who
snow is rain.
if anybody watching this video, hi Chris, knows what the point in snow is. I don't mean like what's the point. Like, what does it bring? What good does it bring to our planet? Snow. What's it doing? 'Cause I don't get it. I don't get it.
But it's rain. What don't you get?
Well, that it's snow. Like,
But it's frozen rain.
yeah, but it kills things.
What do you mean?
Like, it kills everything.
Yeah, because it's cold. What good does the cold bring to us? It's the same concept, no? What good does minus 40 degrees bring? Nothing.
Well, that's coming under the same category.
It's
Yeah,
just how life works.
snow and minus degree
So,
weathers.
Apparently, this is one of the positives. So, snow helps insulate the ground below, holding heat and preventing moisture from evaporating into the atmosphere. I can't see that being a massive positive.
No, I can't. Listen, if anybody knows why we get snow and what good it's doing to this planet, let me know, because I don't get it. I hate snow.
I love snow. If it's proper snow.
I love snow the first couple of days.
Like, look, I work a lot outside. You don't want to work outside when it's snowing. It's awful.
I used to, and it's hell.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's
like-
literally the worst thing ever.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Where's this kebab at Southport? I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, mate, I'm starving too.
What did I say? I bet the episode will be done and the kebab won't be here. Was that right? Was Benny right once again?
Yeah,
yes, he
right.
was.
But they've been 1.5 hours now.
Yeah. Oh, it's here?
That's a good end to the story.
Yeah.
Well, do you want some chocolate, Ben?
No, thank you, mate.
Please, I'm going to eat it all.
You go ahead.
I've eaten that all about.
There's a kebab waiting for you, mate. And doner meat. And garlic.
How many grams of sugar do you think is in this?
250.
Okay. So it's 100 grams is how big it is. Mm-hmm. Information per 100 grams. Sugars. 7 grams.
Really?
Swear down. 7 grams. There's 90% cacao, isn't it?
Cacao.
Is that how you say it? Cacao?
Cacao, yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Or is it cocoa? How do you say
No, cocoa or
it? Cocoa.
yeah, cocoa or cacao.
But it's got an A on the end.
No one says the A. I don't think.
No?
I don't think so.
Why don't you just put
But I'm
cocoa
foreign.
then? Cocoa.
We say cocoa.
Cocoa. Is that what you say?
Yeah, cocoa.
Cocoa.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? 7 grams. That's not much, you know.
I'm trying to see what it says. I'm applying.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
No, it's not bad, mate. Better
Isn't it?
than
For a bag of chocolate.
better than your gummy bears.
You think if Southpaw was it, he could Google how much is in a standard bar of chocolate.
But as always, he doesn't do his job properly and he's late.
Yeah, I'm going to Google it.
Isn't it funny? We can say what we want about him now. This is the first time ever we can say what we want about him.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
he's never
here.
not been here.
No, that's
what can we
crazy.
say about him?
I don't know.
He's useless.
He's short. He's gonna kill me for that.
You know when he's
we
at-
love you, Southpaw.
You know when he's at work, he doesn't do anything, right?
I can imagine.
Mm.
Like, what does he do? He's meant to like, oh, is he?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
What happened there, Southpaw?
What happened?
Well, it was green. That's what it said, and it's still not you, mate.
As always, as we were just talking about, prime example. Thank you, Southpaw.
I was all excited there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Prime example. What you said?
Eh?
No, we'll just now.
Don't you worry about it.
Don't you worry about it.
There you go. All greens. That's why I went outside.
That means nothing. You'll get a call, mate.
Well, yeah.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
I've never seen
I
that
don't know,
before.
mate. I don't really use Just Eat.
No.
What, you're a
Did
delivery
somebody
man?
say just?
I'm a call guy.
I know the place. I'm like, hi, oh, hi, Ben. What do you want?
You call up for takeaways.
yeah. I'll go on the
It's not
website.
the 90s, lads.
No, I prefer calls, to be fair.
It's easy sometimes,
Really?
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
and then you can be
definitely
a
not
bit more
easier.
specific. Oh, I want peri salt and that as well, mate.
Yeah,
Don't
hi,
worry
mate.
about
I'll have a 16-inch pizza. I'll make my own. And I'll have chicken, pepperoni, red onion, and mushroom.
Southpaw, what was the last takeaway that you purchased and ordered to your house?
Parma last night.
Last one was when I sent you a photo of it when I was at my mate's probably like last month.
What was that?
Godfather's Parma, unbelievable. But I called them again. Yeah,
I
it's,
mean,
it's top
you have
notch,
to call
mate.
God-
May I had
Godfather's.
it. It's average.
It's not. It's not. It's up there with Manjaro's.
No,
It's the two.
It's nice. Garlic terrible.
No.
Two garlic, mate. You can't. Mate, I'm the king. You
I
can't
did-
argue with the king of
I
Parma.
tried your
You're
Parma.
not the king. I did the garlic test.
Yep,
It passed.
it passed.
You'd flip your garlic upside down. It did not move.
Too garlicky.
No.
It is.
It's just such a thing.
There is.
That's saying water's too watery. What are you
No,
talking about?
There was too much in garlic in the garlic sauce.
Right.
The proportions are not. We're not having a conversation again.
have mayo
Every
then.
single episode we chat about food and farmers.
Yeah.
Well, mate, we should maybe become a food fucking podcast.
I'd be very down for that.
Well, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to let the viewers see our fucking kebabs here. You have to hold on.
They're
like.
bored, mate.
Why don't you ring him, Southpaw?
I was
Do you know what I mean?
tempted.
Just ring me, because like I'm not being funny, but
Well, no.
I'm not even hungry anymore.
Go on, be funny, mate.
I'm definitely hungry anymore.
I'm not being funny, but
Like, you probably shouldn't eat on podcast.
no, like it's just
Yeah, but
embarrassing.
you can't really leave them. We can't leave them now. We leave them on like say cliffhanger.
No.
To be fair, you know what, Johnny? What I'll do is I'll take photos and Johnny can put photos in.
Yeah, right at the end. Here is us with our kebab.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So the way this works, Dan, even though I did that, magically there'll appear a kebab there. I know you don't understand how this whole editing works.
No idea. I don't know what's happening.
He's laughing, but
He's
he hasn't got a
actually, he's
clue.
actually getting better, I think.
Yeah.
He's starting to understand.
So when
it.
you do this, Dan, yeah, that camera will make a kebab appear here.
Oh.
It probably won't, just for amusement.
yeah, that'll be.
Yeah. How long have you been rolling for, Southpaw?
Roughly 1:30.
1:30?
Yeah.
What are we calling it a day?
We're calling it a day.
We're calling it a day. Yeah, we'll let you know how the kebabs went. Massive letdown.
Yeah,
But that's been People Like Us.
has been people like us.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Ta-ta!